Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our virtual class for today. Just kindly put present on the chat box for your attendance. So as what I have said last meeting, we will continue the reporting today about the 6 education-related concepts from the video Changing Education Paradigms. But before I will call on the group to continue, I will be the one to explain to you the first concept, which is the industrialization. So to start, the growth of public education and industrialization went hand in hand. Before the industrial age, provision of formal schooling virtually everywhere was scarce, dependent on tuition and fees, voluntarist, and usually limited to males. As our country continues to being industrialized, education is imparted according to the social requirements. Education grew from limited provision into significant and hierarchical academic system. There is a shift to the acquisition of knowledge and technical skills, and all of the higher education is profession-oriented. The Industrial Revolution sparked prolonged and growing rates of productivity. And that is all for the industrialization. So class, at this point, let me call on the group to continue the education-related concepts. So the group 2 members, Lamusa Renelin, Lamusa Reneth, it's Chavez Rasfermi, and Sembrana Mary Grace. Please start your reporting now.
Okay, I'm Renelin Lamusao, and now let's proceed to the concept 2, which is the standardization. So standardized curriculum is the idea that all schools across the country should teach a common curriculum to their students so that they're all on the same level. So standards articulate an essential core of knowledge and skills that students should master. Standards clarify what students are expected to know and be able to do at various points in their academic career. A standardized test is any form of test that all test takers are required to answer the same questions in the same manner and is graded in a standard or consistent manner. So that's all about standardization. Next is the concept 3, the academic ability, in which it demonstrated ability to perform, achieve, or excel in scholastic activities. It is more than just making a good grades. It is the maximum development of your intellectual capabilities and skills in service to humanity. The utmost importance to any country as it imparts knowledge that gives people an edge on a global scale. It also arms them with soft skills that would be needed in the workplace.
This is Renatzi Lamusao, and now let us proceed to concept 4. To solve a problem, we need only to think outside the box. This tactic is called divergent thinking. What do we mean by divergent thinking? So divergent thinking, often referred to as lateral thinking, is the process of creating multiple unique ideas for solutions to a problem that you are trying to solve. It is defined here as a learning strategy that encourages students to come up with many different solutions to a problem. Once students think of a variety of answers, they then determine which answer best fits the question. It can lead to creativity as students come up with more unique solutions. Through spontaneous free-flowing thinking, divergent thinking requires coming up with many different answers. One simple yet effective way to help students think divergently in a spontaneous way is by asking them open-ended questions. The more open a question is, the more likely students will be able to come up with many different answers. That's all for concept 4. Thank you.
Concept number 5, collaboration, is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves groups of students working together to solve a problem or complete a task. Collaboration is the step of growth. Educational approach of using groups to enhance learning through working together. Recognize that most great learning takes place in groups rather than individualizing people, which separates them from their natural learning environment. Collaboration, for me, is working together with one or more people to complete a project or task or develop ideas and thoughts to process to become one. That's all for the concept number 5. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Mary Grace Sembrana. So now, let us move on to concept 6, which is deductive reasoning. The existing education paradigm is based on an emphasis of deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning, it is when you take two true statements or premises to form a conclusion. While deductive reasoning is considered a reliable form of testing, it is important to recognize it may sometimes lead to a false conclusion. This generally occurs when one of the first assumptive statements is false, but if all premises are true and the terms are clear and the rules of deductive logic are followed, then the conclusion is true. Deductive reasoning is an important skill that can help you think logically and make meaningful decisions in the workplace. This mental tool enables professionals to come to conclusions based on premises and more specific idea and action. That's all for the Concept 6. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Group 2, for your comprehensive reporting. I hope everyone understood the 6 education-related concepts from the video Changing Education Paradigm. So, I guess it is time already, so let's just have a recapitulation about today's reporting next meeting before we will proceed to the next group reporters. So, let us end our class now, and thank you everyone for joining in, and God bless.